woke up without your weight on my chest. The room felt strange but honest. No echo of words I had suggest, just daylight finding the promise. The mirror didn't ask me why. My eyes still carry storms, but there's a calm behind the ache, like the earth after it mourns. I used to think that healing meant forgetting every scar. Turns out it's just learning how to live with who you are. Healing looks like me now, standing where I almost fell, breathing through the broken parts I used to hide so well. I'm not fixed, I'm not fearless, I still feel it when it rains, but I don't believe the way I used to. Healing looks like me now. I walked the road I ran from first, back where the river bends. The water doesn't hate the rocks, it just learns how to bend. Your name still shows up in my mind, like smoke that fades too slow, but it don't burn the way it did. I finally let it go. I begged the night to make me numb, thought pain was who I'd be, but even wounds get tired of hurting when you give them room to breathe. Healing looks like me now, with these scars I didn't choose, learning how to hold my heart without something to lose. I'm not stronger than the damage, I just stop running away. I don't wake up fighting yesterday. Healing looks like me now. If you saw me back when I was lost, you barely know my face. I was all ghost and almost just trying to escape, but standing still taught me the truth no one else could see, that loving myself was the bravest thing you took from me. Healing looks like me now, not who I was back then. I don't curse the love we had, I thank it for the end. If breaking was the doorway, then surviving's the vow. I'm still becoming, still learning. Healing looks like me now. One guitar, one steady sound, a heart that finally knows how. Healing looks like me now. I'm strong in the daylight, or so they say. I laugh just enough to keep him away. I tie my pain to an old guitar string, let it hum, don't let it sing. I walk these streets with my head held high, but my shadow knows every lie. When the world sleeps and the noise all leaves, that's where I bleed. I keep my storms behind my eyes, smile like the sky ain't falling in. I learned how to survive the light, but the dark still lets me in. I cry when no one sees, in the quiet in between, where the Yeah, I cry when no one sees. There's an empty chair by the window pane, still shaped like you, still knows your name. Moonlight spills like a half-truth told. Cold as a side, you left me cold. I was the fire that kept us warm. Burned myself just to fight your storms. Now I'm ash in a borrowed breeze, trying to breathe. They say time heals everything, but time just taught me how to hide. I learned how to say I'm okay with a breaking heart inside. I cry when no one sees, where the silence cuts too deep, where I finally let myself breathe. All the love I couldn't keep, I stand tall when the sun comes round, but when the stars are all at sea, I fall apart, I hit the ground. Yeah, I cry when no one sees. If tears could talk, they'd tell the truth about all the things I couldn't say, about loving you past my youth, about choosing you every day. But some wars don't leave a mark, they just hollow out your chest. I gave you my whole heart, you left me with the rest. I cry when no one sees, but I'm learning how to heal. Every tear that falls on me proves the pain was real. I won't drown in what's behind, I won't beg the past to stay. I cry when no one sees, so I can face the world each day. So if you ever wonder why I'm quiet when the night gets deep, just know I'm still learning how to cry when no one sees. I never begged, I never cried, I loved you on the softer side. While everyone was making noise, I chose you in the quiet choice. I learned your moves, your fragile days, put my needs carefully away. I held you up when you were weak, and never asked what it cost me. I didn't shine, I didn't shout, I just stayed when things fell out. I gave you everything quietly, every hope, every part of me. I broke in ways you couldn't see, smiling through it honestly. I never asked you to stay or try, I just loved you and let time decide. Now all that's left inside of me is the girl who gave you everything quietly. I swallowed words I should have said, chose peace instead of what I felt. I called it love, I called it grace. Let loneliness take my place. I made your storms feel small and light, while mine kept me awake at night. You thought I was unbreakable, I was just afraid to let you know. I wore I'm fine like armor skin, so you never see the cracks within. I gave you everything quietly, every dream I used to keep. I lost myself so carefully, you never heard my heart bleed. I didn't fight, I didn't cry, I just faded by your side. Now all that's left reminding me is the love I gave you quietly. Maybe that's why you didn't stay. You never saw the price I paid. You thought love was easy on me, because I never let you see. But love in silence doesn't mean it hurts less or it's not deep. Sometimes the loudest pain of all is the one you never speak. I gave you everything quietly, and I'm learning how to speak, learning I deserve a love that hears me when I'm weak. I won't disappear to keep the peace, or call it love when it's just need. I'll save my heart, I'll save my life. I gave you everything quietly. So if you wonder where I went, I didn't leave, I finally meant the promise I forgot to keep, to love myself as quietly. We were headlights on a dirt road, two lost souls chasing a spark. I gave you every piece I owned, just to keep you in the dark. I bent myself into your weather, changed my shape to fit your storm. Called it love, but I was tethered, bleeding just to keep you warm. I kept saying I was fine, while my mirror looked away. I mistook your peace of mind for the price I had to pay. I learned to love me after you, after the nights I broke into, after I lost my voice in truth, just to say your name. You were the lesson wrapped in pain, the match that taught me about flames. I didn't know I'd rise again, but I learned to love me after you. Your silence filled the kitchen air, like smoke I couldn't breathe. Every promise said with care left a bruise I couldn't see. I stayed too long and almost in words words you never meant. I was pouring from an empty cup, wondering where it went. I thought love meant sacrifice, but I was the only cost. I kept choosing you each time, while I slowly got lost. I learned to love me after you, after the tears I never showed, after I carried all your truth, while you let mine erode. You were the scar I couldn't hide, the reason I stopped asking why. I didn't know I'd survive, but I learned to love me after you. Now the mornings feel honest again, sunlight through unbroken glass. I hear my own heart now and then, not just echoes of the past. I forgive you, I forgive me, for the parts we couldn't save. Some love's not meant to last forever, it's meant to teach you how to stay. I learned to love me after you, after the damage, after the fall, after I chose what's true instead of losing it all. You were a chapter, not the end, a road that led me back again. I didn't know who I could be, but I learned to love me after you. Yeah, I still remember your face, but I don't need you to feel whole. You were the heartbreak I survived, and the reason I came home. I woke up with the weight of your name on my chest, like a storm that forgot how to rest. The mirror didn't know who I'd been, just a man with a heart full of dents. Coffee cold, sunrise bleeding gold, through a cracked apartment window. Every song on the radio knew, every word I tried not to. I used to fight it, hold it tight, like drowning was the only way to breathe. But some nights teach you quiet truth, you don't heal by running, you let it move. So I let the pain pass through me, like rain through a tidal roof. I didn't chase it, didn't lose me, I just stood there and told it the truth, that love can cut you wide open and still not be meant to stay. I didn't beg it to leave me, I let the pain pass through me and fade. Your shadow still sleeps on my floor, where your laughter used to fall. I hear your voice in the walls at night, like an echo that won't call. I tried to burn every memory down, but ashes still spell your name. Funny how healing ain't holy ground, it's just surviving the flame. I broke my fists on yesterday, trying to rewrite what couldn't be. Then I learned the hardest truth, some wounds don't close, they teach you. So I let the pain pass through me, like a river through broken land. It took its time, it moved slowly, but it left me where I stand. I love you more than I should. let the pain pass through me like leaves in an autumn wind. I didn't drown in the memory. I learned how to swim again. If loving you was the breaking, then surviving was the proof. I'm not who I was before you. I let the pain pass through me, and I grew. The night was quiet when I packed my name into a box you never saw. Your breath was steady, you looked so safe, like I was the only thing wrong. The porch light flickered, the sky hung low, like it knew what I was about to do. Every step away from that front door felt like walking barefoot through the truth. I stayed so long I forgot my face, caught in love, caught in faith. But loving you shouldn't feel like losing me in the space you never made. I loved you enough to leave when staying was killing who I was. I chose the road not because I stopped caring, but because I cared too much. If love means breaking yourself in half just to make someone believe, then loving you meant letting go. I loved you enough to leave. Your words were rain on a dying fire, sometimes gentle, sometimes cruel. I learned to read your silence first before I learned my own truth. I kept your secrets like borrowed skin, wore them till I bled, told myself this was what love was, while slowly disappearing instead. I prayed you'd wake and finally see the cost of what you asked of me. But some lessons don't arrive in time, and they only show you where the line should be. I loved you enough to leave when my heart could barely breathe. I didn't run and I didn't quit, I just stopped begging to be seen. You can miss someone and still walk away, still choose the life you need. I loved you enough to leave so I could finally be me. If you ever hear this song on a drive you take alone, no, I didn't leave you empty-handed. I left you with the truth stop loving you. I loved you enough to leave. One old guitar, one open road, a heart that chose to breathe. I loved you enough to leave. I used to laugh without thinking twice, sleep through storms, believe in signs. I had a light I didn't defend, back when loving you felt safe again. You knew my fears before I spoke, turned my doubts into little jokes. I was softer, I was brave, when your hand still knew my name. I don't just miss your face or voice, I miss the girl I was by choice. I miss who I was with you, before the nights got heavy and blue, before I learned how love can bruise, and silence tells a harder truth. I miss the way my heart felt free, believing you believed in me. You took more than just us from view. I miss who I was with you. Now mirrors feel like strangers' eyes, smiles don't fit, they're all disguise. I measure words, I second guess, afraid of giving more than less. I still hear you in my head, every almost, everything unsaid. You left, but part of me did too. The best of me stayed stuck in you. I lost myself between goodbye and all the reasons we let die. I miss who I was with you, when hope was something I could use, when love felt loud, not something loose. I never thought I'd have to lose. I miss the girl who trusted deep, who didn't cry herself to sleep. You took more than just us from view. I miss who I was with you. Maybe she's still somewhere inside, under scars I try to hide, waiting for the day I learn how to love without getting burned. If I find her, I'll be kind, tell her it was never her crime to love too hard, to feel too true. That wasn't wrong, it was just you. I miss who I was with you, but I'm learning how to start anew, picking up the pieces you never planned to see me lose. One day I'll laugh the way I did, I rebuild my heart slowly. I swept the pieces off the floor, left by a love that couldn't stay. Every shot still had your name, like it was carved there yesterday. The house was quiet, healing kind, the kind that lets you hear your breath. I learned how loud my thoughts could be when I stopped running from the rain. I tried to fix it all at once, thought strength meant moving fast, but healing ain't a straight line road. It teaches patience through the cracks. I rebuild my heart slowly, one breath, one night, one truth, like a bridge over broken water, learning how to hold the weight of you. I didn't rush, I didn't hide it, I felt every part I lose. I rebuild my heart slowly, and it still remembers you. I walk the trail we never finished, where the trees lean in to pray. They don't ask why the leaves let go, they just fall when it's time to change. Your voice still rides the evening wind. Some habits die real hard, but even scars can guide you home when you stop calling them a mark. I curse the days you didn't fight, thought love meant standing still, but loving someone sometimes means choosing not to let them kill. I rebuild my heart slowly, through winter's longest nights, like fire learning how to whisper after burning too damn bright. I let the silence teach me things I'd never let it do. I rebuild my heart slowly, around the truth of losing you. There were nights I almost called just to hear you breathe, but I learned some doors stay closed to give your soul some peace. I rebuild my heart slowly, not to love the same again, but to love without erasing who I was back then. If breaking me was part of us, then healing's what I choose. I rebuild my heart slowly, and I still carry you. One guitar, one steady sound, a heart that's learned and not brand new. I rebuild my heart slowly. The door still creaks the way it did that night, like it remembers you better than I do. Your coffee cup's a ghost on the counter, still waiting for a hand it knew. The house breathes slow in the early dawn, every wall knows what we were. I'm walking through what's left of us, barefoot on broken words. You packed your reasons in a hurry, left the truth between the lines, said this is for the best, like love can read the signs. I stayed out after you left. Let the silence say your name. Watch the light crawl off the floor like it couldn't stand the pain. You moved on with your breath still warm. I stayed with the mess you made. Yeah, you left to save yourself. I stayed and felt everything. The rain still taps our old song on the roof we used to hear. Every storm sounds just like you when you almost stayed right here. Your shadows long in the hallway, even when I turn the lights on. Funny how leaving's easy when staying's what love's about. You said I'd heal with time, like time knows how to care. But every second drags your weight across the days you're not here. I stayed after you left, held the pieces like they'd heal. Talked to pictures on the wall like they knew how this feels. You ran from the breaking point. I let it cut my face. Yeah, you found your freedom fast. I stayed and felt everything. If love's a fire, you fled the smoke. I've burned just to stay warm. You closed your eyes and called it done. I learned how to hurt and form. They say be strong, let go, move on, like it's just a switch you throw. But I was built to love you deep, not built to let you go. I stayed after you left, counting cracks in the ceiling above, praying absence would teach my heart a gentler way to love. I stayed after you left, when your echo filled the room. You left with a lighter heart. I stayed inside the ruin. If loving you was losing myself, I'd still choose it again. 'Cause you walked away to survive, and I stayed and felt everything. Now the house is learning my name again. The nights are longer, true. Somehow you left to find a better life. I stayed to learn how to live without you now. The door is closed, the lights are low, your shoes are gone, but I still know the way the floorboard creaks at night, like you're coming back just out of sight. Your mug is cracked, I didn't throw it out, 'cause it still feels like home. I swear the air still knows your name, even silence sounds the same. You left, but something didn't clear. No matter where I stand, you're near. I still feel you here, in the quiet, in the slow, in the spaces where I thought I'd finally let you go. I still reach without a fear, like your I still feel you here. Your laughter hides in other songs. Every place feels slightly wrong. I turn around when someone moves, like maybe it could still be you. I tell myself I'm getting strong, but healing feels like moving on from someone who still breathes in me. Like a ghost I choose to keep. I've packed your things, I faced the tears, but love doesn't just disappear. I still feel you here, in every word I never said, in all the nights I almost called, just to hear your voice again. I still fall into the fear that forgetting means I lose every part of what we were. I still feel here. Maybe time will dull the ache, turn your touch into a name, but right now every memory feels too alive to fade. If missing you is how I heal, then I'll miss you till it's real, that I can stand and not pretend you're gone and I'm still me. I still feel you here, but I'm learning how to stand with the love you left behind, and an empty open hand. One day I'll breathe without this tear, without looking for you near, but tonight my heart is clear. I still feel you here. You're not in the room, I know it's true, but love doesn't leave the way you do. So if my voice still shakes with fear, it's only 'cause I still feel you.